Most men think attraction is about looks or money, but what if I told you in just 10 minutes you could become the kind of man women can't ignore? The power of presence. Most men underestimate how much their presence speaks before they even open their mouth. When you walk into a room, people instantly judge you, not by your words, but by your energy, your posture, and the way you carry yourself. Think about it. A man who walks in with his head down, shoulders slouched, and movements hesitant already looks like he's apologizing for existing. Women notice this immediately, and they lose interest before you even get a chance. But now imagine the opposite. You walk in slow, steady, shoulders back, eyes scanning the room calmly. You don't rush. You don't try to get attention. You simply command it without saying a word. That's presence. And here's the secret. Presence isn't about being the loudest man in the room. It's about stillness. It's about moving with intention, like a man who knows exactly who he is and doesn't need to prove it. When you master presence, women feel it instantly. It's magnetic, it's mysterious, and it makes them wonder, who is this guy? The art of mystery. One of the biggest mistakes men make is giving away too much, too fast. They think that by oversharing their stories, their struggles, or even their plans, they'll impress women. But in reality, women don't fall for what you tell them. They fall for what they don't know about you. Mystery is power. When a woman can't quite figure you out, when she's left with questions instead of answers, her mind keeps circling back to you. That's how attraction builds. It's not in the information you give, but in the space you leave behind. Think about it. The man who reveals everything too soon becomes predictable, boring, and forgettable. But the man who holds something back, who lets her earn pieces of him over time, that man becomes unforgettable. And here's the real trick. Mystery doesn't mean being fake or playing games. It means being selective. Share just enough to spark curiosity, then step back and let her imagination do the rest. Trust me, her imagination will always paint you in brighter colors than reality ever could. Confidence without words. Confidence is not about talking the loudest or bragging about your achievements. In fact, the strongest kind of confidence is silent. It's the way you sit, the way you look someone in the eye without flinching, the way you remain calm when everyone else is restless. Women pick up on this instantly. A man who is grounded, who doesn't need to explain himself, who doesn't seek validation. This man radiates strength. She may not be able to put it into words, but she feels it. Think about it. A man who constantly seeks approval, who tries too hard to impress, only shows that deep down he doubts himself. But the man who trusts his own worth, who doesn't need applause, he creates an aura that pulls people in without effort. And here's the kicker. When you stop chasing approval, people start giving it to you freely. Women respect the man who respects himself first. Confidence without words is the kind that makes you dangerously attractive. Mastering emotional control. Here's a truth most men don't realize. Women test men, not with their words, but with their emotions. She'll push your buttons, challenge your patience, maybe even try to spark jealousy, just to see how you react. Most men fail here. They snap, they overreact, they lose control, and with it, they lose her respect. Because when a man can't control his emotions, he shows her that he can't control his life either. But the man who stays calm, the man who listens without rushing, who smiles when she expects anger, who doesn't let her chaos shake his center, he becomes untouchable. He shows her that no matter what storm she brings, he remains the rock. This is why emotional control is magnetic. A man who owns his emotions owns the room, and a man who owns the room owns her attention. Why she can't replace you. Here's something women will never admit out loud. A man who leaves a deep mark on her life cannot be replaced, no matter who comes after him. She might move on, she might even get married, But if you were the man who treated her with respect, who made her feel safe, who challenged her to grow, then you are burned into her memory forever. She can try to find better. She can meet men with more money, more status, more charm, but deep down she compares them all to you, and that comparison never goes away. The truth is, when a woman loses a man of real value, she doesn't just lose him, she loses the version of herself she could only be with him. And that's why no matter what she does, a part of her will always feel the emptiness you left behind. The scar of regret. Regret is a wound that never fully heals. When a woman realizes she let go of a man she cannot replace, it doesn't just sting for a moment. It lingers for years. She might distract herself with new relationships, new goals, or even a new life. But late at night, when silence hits, her mind goes back to you. She remembers how you made her laugh in ways no one else could, how you understood her in ways others failed, and how you stood by her when no one else did. These memories become like ghosts, haunting her in the quiet moments she can't escape. And here's the painful truth for her. Regret doesn't fade, it grows. The more she tries to bury it, the stronger it resurfaces. And every time her new life falls short of what she once had with you, the scar of regret reminds her she lost a man she will never find again. The mirror she can't escape. Every woman who loses a man of real value ends up facing a mirror she can't avoid, her own reflection. She may try to convince herself that she's happier now, that she made the right choice, that life is better without you. But deep down, every comparison she makes exposes the truth. She downgraded. And here's the twist. The new man might treat her well, provide for her, or even adore her, but she knows she had something rare before. You weren't just a man, you were a standard. And once a woman has tasted that, every man after you feels like a shadow of what she already lost. That mirror doesn't lie. It shows her the gap between who she pretends to be and what she really feels inside. And no matter how hard she tries to cover it up, every look in that mirror reminds her she let go of a man she will never measure up to again. Her new life, your shadow. She can build a new life, start fresh, even walk down the aisle with someone else. But here's the brutal truth. Your shadow follows her everywhere. When her new partner makes her laugh, she remembers how your jokes felt sharper, more natural. When he shows her affection, she recalls the warmth and depth you gave her. When he tries to be everything she needs, she secretly compares him to the man she already lost, and he always falls short. This is the curse of losing a man who left a mark. No matter how many new memories she tries to create, the old ones refuse to die. They haunt her, they whisper in her ear at night. They remind her that she had something once that she can't recreate. And the most painful part? She can never admit it to him, or even to herself. But deep down, she knows. Her new life is built in the shadow of the man she should never have let go. The echo of what was. Even years later, her mind will replay moments with you like an echo she can't silence. A simple scent, a song, a place. Anything can trigger a flood of memories that pull her right back to what she lost. She might be living a new life, but inside she carries fragments of yours. Your laughter, your words, your touch. These linger even when she convinces herself she's moved on. And here's the cruel reality. No matter how hard she tries to replace you, those echoes never fade completely. They shape her choices, her feelings, and even her future relationships. Because once a man leaves such an imprint, he becomes part of her story forever. That's why no matter how much time passes, she'll never truly forget you. In the end, the truth is simple. No matter how much she tries, no matter how far she runs, no matter who she's with, she will never truly forget you, because some men leave a mark that time cannot erase. And here's what you need to understand. Your value doesn't come from being remembered by her. It comes from becoming the kind of man who can walk away and still build a life so powerful, so meaningful, that even her memory of you feels small compared to the man you become. So never chase her memory. Instead, focus on becoming unforgettable. Not for her, but for yourself and for the life you're meant to create.